You've been buying home decor from stores your whole life, and I'm about to show you why that was a mistake. Everything in those stores, the throw blankets, the wall hangings, the little baskets on your shelves, you could have made all of it yourself for a fraction of the price, and it would have looked 10 times better. And I don't mean that in a, oh, that's cute for a homemade thing kind of way. I mean genuinely beautiful. The kind of stuff people walk into your home and immediately ask, where did you get that? Today, I'm going to walk you through some of the most beautiful crochet projects you can make for your home. We're talking room decor, cozy pieces, things that completely change the way a space feels. And if you've never crocheted before, don't click away yet, because some of these are easier than you think. Now, here's the thing most people don't realize about home decor. The reason store-bought stuff starts to feel generic after a while is because it literally is generic. It was made in bulk for millions of people with no personality behind it. When you make something yourself, it carries something that no factory can replicate. And crochet, specifically, is one of the most powerful ways to do that because the texture, the color, the shape, all of it comes from your hands. So let's start with something that can completely transform a room without you having to move a single piece of furniture. A crochet wall hanging. This is one of those pieces that when you put it up, the whole room shifts. It draws the eye, it adds warmth, and it makes a blank wall feel like it was designed on purpose. The best part is, you don't need to be an advanced crocheter to make one. A lot of the most beautiful wall hangings use just the simplest stitches, like single crochet or half double crochet. But because of the way they're arranged, the fringe added at the bottom and the color choices, they look incredibly intricate. For a beginner-friendly version, you want to start with a wooden dowel. You can grab one from any hardware or craft store for basically nothing. Then you pick a chunky yarn, something with texture, maybe a neutral like cream or oatmeal, or if your room has a color palette you're working with, lean into that. You crochet strips of varying lengths directly onto the dowel, and then you add long fringe at the bottom. That's it. That's the base of a wall hanging that could easily sell for $40 or $50 in a boutique store. If you want to go further, you can add layers, different textures, different yarn weights, maybe some wooden beads threaded through the fringe. The more detail you put in, the more it looks like a piece of art, because it is. Now let's talk about something that lives on your couch or your bed, the crochet throw blanket. This is probably the most popular crochet home decor project for a reason. It's functional, it's beautiful, and when someone comes over and sees a handmade blanket draped over your couch, it immediately makes the space feel more lived in and intentional, like someone actually thought about this room. The classic granny square blanket that never gets old is the granny square blanket. Now, I know some people hear granny square and picture something their grandmother made in 1987 with every color of the rainbow, but modern granny squares are completely different. When you use a cohesive color palette, like earthy tones, muted greens, terracotta, and cream, granny squares look genuinely stunning. They look like something you'd find in an aesthetic home decor shop online. Each square is small and works up fast, which is great because you can crochet them while you're watching TV, waiting somewhere, or just have 15 minutes to spare. Then you join them all together and you've got this big, textured, colorful blanket that feels like it took a professional to make. Another blanket style that's been everywhere lately is the chunky knit look, but done in crochet. Using super bulky yarn and a large hook, you can make a blanket that has that thick, cloud-like texture that looks amazing on a bed or on a wooden floor next to a chair. These work up incredibly fast too, sometimes in just a few hours, which makes them really satisfying to finish. Okay, let's move into the kitchen and dining area because crochet doesn't stop at the living room. Crochet plate mats and table runners are underrated, seriously underrated. A simple round plate mat in a neutral cotton yarn instantly makes a dining table look more put together. And because cotton yarn is washable, these are actually practical too. You can use a basic spiral pattern for round mats or a straight pattern with some texture stitches, like the moss stitch or the linen stitch for rectangular ones. The linen stitch, specifically, if you haven't tried it, creates this tight woven-looking fabric that genuinely looks like it came from a high-end home goods store. It takes a little more focus than a basic stitch, but the result is worth it every time. A table runner down the center of a dining table in something like a natural cream cotton or a sage green, paired with some candles and a simple centerpiece, that's a whole vibe. That's the kind of thing that makes people think you have your life together. Now, baskets. Let's talk about baskets. These are one of those projects that are practical and decorative, which is always a win. You can use them to store things on shelves, hold plants, organize your bathroom counter, or just sit in a corner as a decorative piece. The key to a good crochet basket is the material. You want to use something stiff enough to hold its shape. Jute, cotton rope, or t-shirt yarn all work really well for this. A basic round basket starts with a magic ring. You crochet in the round, increasing as you go to build the flat base, and then you stop increasing to build up the sides. That's really the whole structure. What makes it look good is the consistency of your tension and the yarn you choose. Jute especially has this natural, earthy look that fits into almost any home aesthetic, especially if you're going for that boho or natural style. For a bathroom shelf, imagine 3 crochet baskets in slightly different sizes, all in the same jute color, holding your extra towels, your cotton rounds, your little bottles. That's organization that also looks beautiful, and you made it! Let's move into bedroom decor now, because this is where crochet can really make a space feel personal and cozy. A crochet pillow cover is one of the best bedroom projects you can make. You're not replacing the whole pillow, just the cover, and you can change it out whenever you want. For pillow covers, textured stitches are your best friend. The bobble stitch, the shell stitch, the popcorn stitch, any of these add dimension to the cover, so it doesn't just look flat. It looks intentional. It looks designed. A set of 2 or 3 throw pillows in matching or coordinating crochet covers on a bed can make the whole bed look styled, like you put real thought into it. You can make covers in the same color family, but with different textures, or the same stitch, but in different colors that complement your room. Another bedroom piece that doesn't get enough attention is the crochet bedside rug. A small round rug right next to the bed so your feet hit something soft when you wake up, made with thick cotton or t-shirt yarn in whatever color fits your room, is such a small touch, but it makes the space feel so much more considered. These are worked in the round, just like baskets, except you keep increasing the whole time to keep the piece flat. Now let's go back to the living room for a second, because I want to talk about plant hangers. If you have plants, or if you've been thinking about getting plants, crochet plant hangers are one of the easiest ways to display them at different heights and add visual interest to a room. Hanging plants draw the eye up, which makes a room feel taller and more open, and a crochet plant hanger, compared to a rope macrame hanger, has a completely different texture, softer, more intricate, which adds something unique to the space. These use very little yarn, so they're a great project for using up leftover skeins. You can make a bunch in a Saturday afternoon and hang them at different heights near a window. With trailing plants like pothos or ivy, the combination of the hanging green leaves and the crochet texture is genuinely gorgeous. Here's something a lot of people don't think about: crochet curtain tiebacks. They're small, they're quick to make, and they add a handmade touch to a window that most people would never think to look for. Just a simple crocheted band that holds your curtain to the side. In a matching color to your curtains or a complementary one, it's a tiny detail that makes the whole window feel styled. The thing I want you to take away from all of this is that you don't have to redo your whole room to make it feel better. One handmade piece, a blanket, a wall hanging, a basket, a pillow cover, can shift the energy of an entire space. Because handmade things have weight